Hi there. I'm happy to announce Rautanen's second open source project, and this time it is called NetBox Panorama ConfigPump plugin. So what it is and what it does. So as the name says, it's the plugin for NetBox, and with that you can synchronize the configuration from NetBox to Panorama. You can pull the configs from Panorama, see the difference between the NetBox generated and Panorama configuration, and then you can push that to Panorama. That's basically all it does. You can read the documentation. There are specific examples and guidelines how to use that, what versions has been tested, how to install the plugin and such. But now I'm gonna show you how it works in real life. So this is our demo NetBox now, and here we have the Panorama ConfigPump plugin. But Panorama ConfigPump plugin relies on many NetBox native functionalities, such as config templates and render config. So for that, in the provision section, we have one single config template, and that's Jinja template producing XML. So this XML format needs to be the same, which is inside the Panorama. So here this is pretty simple Jinja template. It creates one Panorama template called myTemplate1, and it creates one or multiple interfaces and their units, which are basically sub-interfaces. So this is just for demonstrating purposes. And then it applies the VLAN ID for the units as well. In the end of the template, we have a device group section. So this ConfigPump plugin can be used to generate device groups as well. And by the way, you can have one or multiple templates, Panorama templates. You can have one or multiple device group inside the same template if you want to. Just keep in mind that these device groups and these templates are going to be completely overwritten by NetBox configuration. So keep them separate from your manual templates. If you want to combine those two, you need to utilize the template stack functionality inside the NetBox, inside the Panorama, sorry. And for device groups, you need to utilize the device group hierarchy inside Panorama. But in this plugin, the plugin kind of owns the template and owns the device groups, so keep that in mind. We wanted to, by the way, do that because we wanted to have a simple way to achieve declarative model, so that we don't need to think about removals or anything like that. Now, in this NetBox, we have just one device. It's called Firewall 1. It's Palo Alto PA5220, and it has a platform of Panos. So for the Panos platform, we have attached the config template. So that's why this device got that config template. And if we go to render config for that device, we can see that it has a rendered config for Ethernet 1/1, 2, and so on. And Ethernet 1/1 has also sub-interfaces. And this, quite frankly, reflects what's the data inside the NetBox. So that's kind of all native NetBox functionalities. But when we go to the Panorama ConfigPumps, we have two data models, connection templates and connections. So that's the connection template part is just to define the Panorama URL reference to a token. So token is securely stored in the config environment variables and such. You can use those, and this is just reference to a token. And this connection template can be then reused many times for connections. And right now we have just one connection. So what is that? So basically that's a clue between connection templates and devices. So here we have just one device. We can have multiple actually if we want to. And now it seems that lines added, removed and changed are 0. All of them are 0. So we are in sync with Panorama. And here you can see the status of the last sync operation. We can do pull here, and the pull job starts in the background, and now it's already complete. I didn't refresh the page, so this refreshes automatically. And if you click the firewall, we can see the Panorama config diff tab in the device view. And now this one is now clear. We don't have any diff. And by the way, this view is embedded Visual Studio Code. So all the features collapse and expand and stuff like that are from there. You can go to inline view or side by side. But now, in order to show how this works, let's add one more interface, because that's the use case here. I guess we need to go to VLANs and add one more VLAN first. So let's add 3. Let's say this is VLAN 3, and let's create it. Then let's go to the devices, firewall 1, and let's add one more interface. Let's say this is 1/1.3, type is virtual, and yeah, we should maybe point the parent interface as well as attach the VLAN. Okay, now we have the VLAN here. Now if we go to Panorama config diff, or actually we can go other way around, we can go here to connections. We can immediately see that all connections inside, all the devices inside this Helsinki firewalls object has that many lines added, and here we can see the device specific view. And what are the details? We can go here and see. So this says pulled configuration from Panorama, this says rendered configuration in NetBox. And here we go, we have the Ethernet 1/1.3 with the VLAN tag 3. And now before pushing it, we can go and see how Panorama is. So if we go and explore the template 1 here, we can see that we only have 1/1.1 and .2, but we don't have anything else. So let's go back to NetBox and let's do push. And here it says one important thing, This is just stage configuration in Panorama. So currently we don't commit configuration in Panorama. We don't push to the firewalls. So that's up to humans to just do that. At least right now this is working like that. The configuration will be uploaded and staged in the Panorama. You must manually commit the changes in Panorama before they take effect. Here we can see what devices are applied, and then we just stage the config. And now we can watch this sync status, and it will run for a while, and now it's complete. And we can actually see, if we click that complete, we can see what was the response status and such. And if we had any errors, we can see them here. We can also see warnings and such if we have any. And now back to Panorama, and here we go. We have the template, the new interface here. Now we didn't touch the device group, but here we have the my device group, and actually we had this one object called test1 with others 1.1.1.1. So that was just a static thing in the template, and obviously that's not the main use case, but instead you can go and edit this template and go through all of the IP addresses in NetBox, match your criteria, whatever they are, maybe group them and put them to the Panorama. So, but just to demonstrate some simple things, I'll go and edit this template and say that this is not 1.1.1.1, or maybe I'll add another entry here. So maybe I'll just, or maybe I'll do both. Maybe I'll say there are test2 with 2.2.2.2, and this is not 1.1, it's like that. All right. Let's go again to ConfigPump. We can see changed and added lines. And here we go. We can see what is changing. Let's go one back and push all configurations. By the way, if you have many devices, you can either push all, or you can here push just one of them. Okay, and here we go. Voila, the changes are made. So this is Panorama ConfigPump project. It's open source. If you want to just clone it, just install it and use it. If you need any help with that, Rautanen is happy to help you, so contact us. Thank you.